So the next thing that happened on AEW Full Gear, it was a fatal 4-way match. It was the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champion Chris Jericho versus Sammy Guevara versus Bryan Danielson versus Claudio Castagnoli in a fatal 4-way match for the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Championship. In this match, it was a really good match. There was a bunch of cool spots in this match. At one point, we see Claudio and Danielson that had like pretty much both of Jericho's legs, like in a Boston Crab and stuff. Like Claudio had that one leg and Danielson had the other one with a Boston Crab locked on to Jericho. And then Guevara jumps off the top turnbuckle with a cutter onto both of them, breaking up that submission hold. And then there was another cool moment where we see Claudio locking on the sharpshooter onto Jericho, and Jericho's trying to pin Danielson at the same time while Claudio got the sharpshooter locked on to Jericho, but Danielson, got up and locked on the label lock. So yeah, Jericho's trapping the label lock and the sharpshooter by Claudio and Danielson up until Sammy broke up both of the submissions and stuff. And Sammy and Jericho was working together during this match, but obviously that's when the team pretty much starts breaking apart. At one point we see Claudio springboard off the second rope, try to hit like the uppercut, but then he gets caught in the air with a code breaker, and Jericho goes for the pin. 1, 2, Sammy breaks up the pin by pulling Jericho off. Jericho pushes Sammy, Sammy pushes Jericho, and both of them starts going at it and stuff, up until Danielson comes up and starts attacking them, and same for Claudio and stuff. It was going back and forth. And then at one point we see Guevara like he was going to be okay with Jericho during this match, try to shake Jericho's hand, but then pretty much baited him into hitting a GTH onto Jericho. He climbs up the top turnbuckle, jumps off with the shooting star press onto Jericho, but Jericho barely kicking out at 2. And then at one point Claudio grabs Sammy, throws him over the top rope onto Jericho, and Claudio got hit with the Psycho knee by Danielson, and Danielson almost got the 3 count, but Claudio kicked out at 2. But then we get to the very ending where we see Claudio hitting a neutralizer onto Danielson outside of the ring. He gets back into the ring, hitting the swing onto Guevara, spinning him around and stuff, and then that's when Jericho straight up leap into the swing, hitting a Judas effect onto Claudio. It wasn't the best looking one, but it was alright because it caught Claudio off guard, it looked like, and then Jericho hits a second Judas effect onto Claudio and then pins him for the 3 count. So yeah, Chris Jericho defeated Sammy Guevara, Claudio Castagnoli, and Bryan Danielson tonight in the Fatal 4-Way match to retain the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Championship. That's what happened. Really good match. For that match, I'll give it 4 stars. That's what I'll give it. I like that match. Really good one. But up next, it's going to be an alright match. It's going to be Britt Baker versus Saraya 1-on-1 up next. Saraya's first match in 5 years. So yeah, that match will be happening up next on Full Gear. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Until then.